Hello, everyone. My name is Katie of Greenland Quilter, and I know it's been a while since I've been on here, because I've been in the United States all this time. So I'm happy to be here, and I thought I would share some really cool things with you guys and talk about, what I've been doing and what future, what's going to happen once I get back to Greenland. So anyhow, welcome to the channel. And hello, Melissa, and hello, Linda. So I thought what I would do is show you guys my legit kit that I've got that came from Becca. And then I'm going to share some things that I did while I was doing the shop hop, along with blocks that um for each shop that I went to, we got a block, and I'll show those to you. Hi, Andrea. So this is what my plan is. So I'm just going to share some things and talk about what we've been doing while we've been in the US, and just have a short live, probably about an hour, hour and a half. So I'm going to go ahead and get started so that I can get this done quickly. Hi there, Joyce. Hi, Diane. Welcome, welcome. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this. This is the legit kit that was gifted to me because I had reached 1,000 before Christmas, and I'm just now getting my hands on it, of course. And it was sent to my friend Christine, which has been quilting my two quilts. I'll be talking about that also. And um, basically, she took the directions part of my legit kit and she had it banded. So this part of the legit kit, let me take that out first. So this is Ursula Major. This is what I was gifted. And my friend Christine, like I said, had the instructions and everything banded so that I could keep everything in one place. Yep, it's good to see you guys too. So I'm just gonna browse through here so you can see. This is what it looks like. And then there's a detail of all of the pieces that are going to go together. So it's yeah, it's a little scary. It kind of scares me a little bit. And then you get a color guide. My plan is to go through some of my batik stash, and if I can find any of these lighter colors that match a batik color, I'll probably switch it out from because the kit came with the fabric, and I'll show you the fabric. But if I find batiks that can match some of these colors, I'll probably use some in it to give the quilt more texture. Hi, Lori. So here's all the colors that's going to be used in it. Can everybody see this okay? I can put this up a little closer. Nope, wrong way. Okay. And then here's the next one. And then there's more detailed stuff here that relates to color. And then it basically, the rest of this book is going to be showing the different sections of each part of this sewing of the pieces together, because it's using paper piecing. So it basically, this is like a guide on what you're going to be doing. What are y'all working on so we can keep the chat moving? And how is everybody? I've missed all of y'all, so tell me what y'all been doing while I've been absent from everyone. Christine says cleaning. So this is what the little book looks like. It's got all the pieces and tells you what you're supposed to do, and they're all labeled here, and it's a guide. It's basically what this is. Okay, so now you've seen this part of it. So this is the back here in the back. There is some other really cool things. Let me go back to that, like foundation paper piecing kit user's guide. It talks about it talks about the color map, what's in the kit. So I'll read that part to you. So Thank you for purchasing our foundation paper piece quilt kit. There are several sections included in this kit to make piecing this quilt top as easy as possible. So contents comes with a color map, a color gradient list, a color code list, and a symbol guide, cut list, foundation paper piece pattern, and Robert Kaufman's Kona cotton fabric. The legit kit section, or there's a legal section here about you can't duplicate this and give it to other people, which of course. The color map is a layout of the full image with colors listed for each overlaid on the image. The color map is quick with reference of the overall pattern. The grid overlay corresponds with primary blocks that comprise the complete quilt top. Many quilters mark off completed blocks to track their progress. This map also aids in final assembly as the quilter can note which colors meet at block seams. Note the color map is a mirror image of a finished quilt because the fabric is sewn to the back of a foundation paper piece pattern. Hey there, Tammy. Let's see. And yeah, thank you, Christine, for getting it all bound up. So that's it. It discusses the color gradient list, the color code list, the assembly guide, the cut list, foundation paper piecing pattern itself, and the solid Kona fabric. It talks about pattern details in the instructions here and what you do. So all these instructions, it has a final quilt top assembly that comes in here. As you can see, you have these pieces here. Then it has a visual paper piecing guide to walk you through how to paper piece and how to align the fabric, how to sew first seams, sew seams that press open, adding more pieces to it, legit kit tips, and working with seams. So there's quite a bit in this back. There's sewing pins to align blocks and block fragments, and there's video resources also that is provided that you can go online and look it up. So that's what all of this instruction book has. Yeah. Thank you, Christine. Yep, today's my birthday, you guys. Let's see. Hi, Laura. Who else walked in I didn't see come in? Let me see. Yep. I think I caught everybody. Okay, so the next thing I'll do is get out the paper. Okay. I loved your live from last night. You're stronger together 20. Yeah. Christine has done an amazing job on the quilt. I am so happy with it. So here is look at this. Look how much paper is in here. See all that? So this part here is the pattern page, all the pattern pieces. And I can reprint from this. And the paper is substantially, it's a little bit thick, so you should be able to take really good care of this. So that's what this part looks like. Then the other half of this is the actual part that I'll be piecing on. And it feels like newspaper print. And so this is what this looks like. Let me turn it around so you can see. Yeah, I had it upside down, sorry. So yeah, this is what it looks like. So this is all newsprint. And that came with the other part of this, the printable part. Okay, so let me put these back together. So I don't want to lose any part of this. All right, so there's that. And we'll put it back in a bag in a few minutes. Okay, now the rest of the box, and I'm going to move this out of my way, is all of the fabric. Okay, so this is a pattern that if you use these 3D glasses on it, you can see this in three-dimensional form. So it must be a pattern they plan on doing or something. Okay, and then there was the receipt. There's a sticker that says, our quick start guide. Don't panic. This has a lot more fabric than you're used to. It's already labeled, alphabetized it by the 2-letter code to find the right color. The cut guide is not intended to be followed to the letter. The cut guide exists to point out how much fabric you receive versus how much you will use. Only reference the cut guide if you want to. With large do blocks with large pieces first. This builds confidence and takes care of large cuts from fabric allotments. So that's their advice. Then you get this magnet with the which is what my quilt's going to look like when it's a finished piece. And you get a legit kit sticker. Okay, so let's get into this fabric part. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes, everybody. Hi, Donna from Dragonflies, and hello, Debbie. All right, so I'm hoping I don't make a big mess of this while we're going through it. We'll try not to anyway. It'll be fun trying to put it all back in there. Maybe I can lay this out when I lay it down. So you see how they've labeled these. They got the label and what page it's going to be on and everything. So basically, all you have to do is follow the pattern and you should be fine. I mean, I think I'll be fine doing it, but I'm going to show you some of the colors that are in here so you can see what's going to make up this polar bear and the female polar bear and her baby. And every one of these has labels on them. So basically, you just have to, decide, match everything up, and then you go from there. I think this is probably going to take me a while. When I get back home to Greenland, I will sit down and formulate a plan of how long I plan to um, work on this and how I'm going to do it. I haven't decided on whether I should do like pre-recorded videos. Well, let me get your opinion. Would you like to see pre-recorded videos of this where I'm doing a section, so many sections at a time, where maybe it's like a 20-minute video and do so many per month of that video and just kind of pull it out every month until I get it all the pieces done? Or do you want to see me sew it on a live? I know y'all watch Donna a lot, so I don't know if y'all are interested in actually seeing a recording or a live of this. So give me some feedback. What do y'all think I should do? Or what will you be willing to watch when it relates to the polar bear? Talk to me and tell me what you think. What's your ideas? So you can see there is a lot of fabric here. Y'all still there? Either way, but I love lives. Yep. I mean, I don't mind doing this live, and I could do like one sheet at a time, and we can drag this out for a long time and make it fun. Tammy says pre-record it. See all these pretty colors? I wonder who came up with the idea of doing this to start with. Let me see. Everybody can see this okay, right? I'm waiting for other people to comment on what they think. Pre-recorded or live or both? I think a recording sounds good. Then you can concentrate on the bear. Yep, that makes good sense. I agree with you because I won't have the distraction of having to talk or, look at the chat. That's definitely a good idea. I got the big Hummer, so I hope to have time to sew it while with you. Okay, sounds good, Christine. Yes, right, you did. Mhm. You should, and you should let me show them your Hummer, the book, the part that you had fastened, so they can see what you're going to work on. Whatever is easiest for you, says Judy. Yes, those are beautiful colors. Yeah, look at this. I mean, just think, I know I have some batiks that are these same colors, and I could put some texture into the um polar bear as well if I wanted to. So these are all that's in there. Look at all this fabric. Either way, I'll be sewing something else. Christine says the big Hummer is in the red legit kit bag right behind you on the floor, I think. Okay, I'll have a look. So these are all the colors that comes in here. See all that? So that's that whole thing. That is just a big chunk of fabric here. And when I pick it up, it's heavy a little bit. Like it might weigh 5 or 6 pounds, all this fabric. Okay, now what I want to do is I definitely want to put this back in its bag because I don't want to cause extra raveling on it. The kits are beautiful. Just they're not that I understand, Debbie. I wouldn't have bought this on my own because I knew I couldn't afford it. This was gifted to me, so um yeah, it's a big gift. I wouldn't have bought it on my own. Not. Yeah, I don't think I would have because it's a lot of money. You're right. And this may be the only legit kit I do. I don't know. Unless I see something I really want to do. So it came in this bag, and look how thick that is. That's a lot of fabric. Okay, she said red bags. Here, I'll show you her Hummer one that she's going to do. So this is the one she's going to work on. Pretty cool, huh? I think this one's going to be a lot of fun. But and it also has the same setup as mine, all the same things that go into it. But that one's what Christine's going to be making. Oh, no, I'm gonna have to put that in later. All right. Let me see here. I've been looking at the Starry Night kit, but I have too many projects waiting for my attention before I dive into something like that one. Yeah, I hear you, Laura. The kits are beautiful, just not in my budget. I haven't done Laura says I haven't done any FPP at this point. I've watched both live and pre-recorded. For me, if I was working on it, I would require all concentration I could muster to do it. Yeah, it might be just easier to let it record as I go along. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to share with you guys is there'll be videos coming. I've already posted one video of region the north for the all Florida shop hop, and I posted the first video for the north. Let's see here, this blue one is for the northeast region. I've already posted that video, but I have 3 more regions to post um on you guys for you guys. So I do have a lot of editing of I have so many videos. You guys is crazy. Anyway, so this is the all Florida shop hop that I participated in. We we went to 45 shops. So I managed to get enough stickers, and I'll show you the stickers in a minute, to push me over the halfway mark. And so by doing that, not only do I qualify for the drawings of for the regions that I finished, but I also qualified for a drawing because I did over the halfway point. So if you did 38 or more shops, you qualify for a different kind of drawing. So this is what the book looks like. This tells you what everything is, where you find it in the book. This is the Florida map, and you can see there's colors here. These colors all are regions. So the region that me and Nikolai did was the Northeast. This one is the North Central region. The green is the South Central region, and the lighter color is the Southwest region. So we got all of this done right through here. This whole section we done. So that the ones we didn't get done was these two on the outer edge here and the panhandle. Those I just don't have the time to do those because this drive going from up here all the way down here will take hours to do. And then the panhandle, I don't know if I thought if we were going to be here for a couple more weeks or something, I probably could go do the Tallahassee one because it's really not that big of a drive. But this down here is massive driving. So that's why we chose not to do that. So when I went to each shop, they gave us a sticker, which I'm going to show you here. Some shops are they gave you a sticker and they gave you a block. And I'm going to show you the blocks. And they put the stickers in your book, and then you have to fill out the paperwork here on the front with your name and address and everything, because this puts you in this is how you enter the drawings for all the prizes. They are giving some really cool prizes away, and I'll share that with you here in a minute. What they're giving away. Let me see if I can find the page. Hold on a minute. I have to go back and find the page that talks about what you can get. So, let me see here. Okay, so there in this book, there's this page here talks about prizes by regions. Then there's this talks about statewide grand prizing. So an example would be if they're giving 5 statewide grand prizes. So people have a chance of winning a Baby Lock Celebrate, a Janome 49360 sewing machine, $1,000 gift basket, $1,000 fabric basket, a Laura Star lift, I believe that's an iron. There is many prizes per region. If you made it halfway, which we did, 38 participating shops on 30, visit 38 participating shops anywhere in the state, and you can qualify to win a Quilter Select gift bundle, a complete set of Pearl 8S, or one sea urchin quilt kit plus 2 fat quarter bundles. And then, like I said, every region has different prizes. Like an example of, let's see, which one can I choose here? So like South Central, Farm Girl's giving away a $300 gift basket. Scrap and Sew is giving a Singer Overlock Serger Elite and Serger Feet accessory kit retailed at $560. The Fabric Warehouse is giving a Husqvarna Viking Onyx 25 sewing machine, retail value $400. Some places are giving away an embroidery quilt package, fabric, cutting mats. It's all kinds of things they're giving away that you could possibly win when you participate in it. So this is what I've done. So I have 4 regions. I have all these done. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the blocks that we all got. Now this is the Florida block itself. It's an all Florida shop hop. The shop hop I've been stitching for 2024. So that's this one. Okay, now I'm going to pull this down a little bit so we can get a little closer so you can see the blocks. Everybody is seeing this in the position you need to see it in, right? Because it's upside down to me, but it looks like it's the right direction. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to start with the Florida Northeast region. I have already trimmed these blocks because I have a plan for them. And I also got business cards from each place so that I could don't forget to show Katie some love on her birthday. Yes, please do. All right. So each quilt shop gave us one of these, and each quilt shop had a different saying. So this one came from the Tilted Quilters. I only quilt on days that end with a Y, the Tilted Quilters. Then there's two shops in Jacksonville that have the same name, and it's called Cinnamons. Their stickers came with this, and the first block says, "May your bobbin always be full." Can everybody see this okay, or do I need to make it lower? Okay, let's see if we can get that closer. Yeah. The next one says, "I like big bolts and I cannot lie." The next one says, "Who you calling a fat quarter?" So this is from D&R Sewing. The next one is Calico Station, and it says, "I'm not messy. I'm creatively organized." So see all these cute little blocks? There was a drawing at Miss D's quilts that I signed up for, so we'll see if my name gets drawn in a separate drawing that has nothing to do with the book. So this is Miss D's, and it says, "When I give you what I make with my hands, I share with you my heart." That's what this one says. This one's called Cut Up and Sew, and this says, live to create." So all these little blocks are 4.5-inch blocks. And I'm going to show you some fabric that I'm going to put sashing around them because I'm going to make it really cool. This one is the St. Augustine Sewing. It's good therapy. The next one is called the Bees Quilt Shop and Studio. And this one says, "You can't buy happiness, but you can buy fabric," and that's pretty close. So that's all of these blocks that I got from the Northeast region. It looks good on the TV? Good. Okay, that's just what I wanted to make sure of. And I'm keeping them separate right now because I haven't decided on, I think I'm going to put them, when I start, I'm gonna put the sashes around them, of course. But then I think I'm gonna put them in the order that I visited or the order that they are on the Florida map, maybe, I don't know. Or I might just be crazy and mix them all up. Okay, so this next one is the South Central region. And the first one is from Rainbow's End. "My biggest regret is the fabric I didn't get." So that's what this one says. The next one is from Farm Girl Quilting. It says, "They're quilts, not blankets." That's what this one says. The next one is Country Quilts and Bears. "Enter as strangers and leave as friends." This is talking about hopping around meeting so many. I met a really lot of nice people out here. The next one is from the Fabric Warehouse. "It's all fun and games until the bobbin runs out." Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. I hadn't thought of that. Sorry. Highlight. Okay. Does that help? Don't forget to show Katie some love. Okay. All right. Does that help a lot better, you guys? Okay. The next one is by Scrap and Sew. It says sew more scraps. Okay. The next one is Sew Darling Quilts. The people of this shop were so sweet. And it says, good friends are like quilts. They age with you and never lose their warmth. And then the next one is from MK Quilts. Oh, I should have told you what part of the state they're from. Sorry. Well, this, I can't go back now. So on MK Quilts, they're from Palm Harbor, Florida. Quilting is so much fun with a dynamic duo. Sorry. Okay, the next one is from this quilt shop called Inspire from Plant City, Florida. It says quilting is my jam. Does this always happen? That means I have to go back. So right now you don't, what do you see? Just you. Well, I pinned that. It should have. Do you see this now? Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back a little bit. Okay. Now that I know that something was wrong. Okay. Sorry, guys. Which do you see? This, my hand, or my face right now? So it's still, so it's not showing that. What do you see now? Still nothing.
This is a 10-second delay too, though.
See, I just don't understand. We're gonna, so you haven't been able to see any of this before I messed with
I
it?
did until you zoomed.
Till I messed with it? Well, I unpinned it. So, all right. Can you see both screens? Someone let me know if you can see both screens. We see you. I didn't want to do it that way. Because you can get a closer picture of this. So you didn't see any of the Northeast region?
When somebody said zoom in, and when you zoomed in, it took the camera off.
Okay, well, I put it back. Can you guys see two screens now? So when I was talking and showing these, were you still seeing them?
At first, yes.
Until I made that switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And remember, this is on like a 10-second delay.
Yeah. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Okay, I've unpinned everything. You should see both screens. I don't, do you see both, does your phone show both screens? Only you see both screens on the TV?
Switch to
It
this.
still hasn't switched back? No, I mean, before I did this, could you see both screens? I should have left well enough alone because now I've messed it up. All right, and I'm going to have to do this the hard way. I didn't want to do it like this because the the laptop doesn't show such good videos when you're. I don't understand. Resort by gallery, release video order, hide non-show meeting. No, no, I'm not home. No, I'm gonna have to do it this way then. Okay, so sorry, you guys. I'm just gonna have to do this the hard way, whether I want to or not. But it's gonna confuse me now. Okay. So the next one is Fabric Smart. See, this camera's not as good as my phone. This one next is Keep Me in Stitches, which is Tampa. Guess I'm not gonna get it back, huh?
It's not a bad picture when you hold it up. It looks good.
Okay. The next one is Heartfelt Quilting and Sewing, and that is in Winter Haven, Florida. The next one is, let's see here, Fabric Warehouse. Okay, this one is Scrap and Sew. Oops. Okay, the next one is So Darling Quilt. The next one is MK Quilts. The next one is Inspire. Hello to who all walked in just a minute ago. I'm not ignoring you. Thank you for coming. The next one is Country Quilts and Bears. You enter as strangers and come out as friends. I like that one. Okay, the next one is Farm Girl Quilting. And the next one is called Rainbow's End. Carrie, these are from the shop hop that I've been participating in. The QuiltCon stuff won't happen until I get home because I have an excessive amount of editing to do, and I'm only like halfway through the editing process. So, but this is from the All Florida Shop Hop. I did 4 regions, 45 shops. So these are the blocks that each shop gave to us on the shop hop. So every quilt story that we went into that was on the list provided a block. So this was the South Central region. I had already shown the Eastern one, so you'll have to go back and re-watch or go back and watch the replay. Laura says those are super cute blocks. Those will make a cute quilt. Yeah, wait till you see what fabric I'm going to use. So the next one we're doing is the Southwest region. So some shops gave these cute little gifts and piece back quarters and stuff, but this one is a button that was given to me, and it says measure twice, cut once. Okay, so now we're going to do the south west region. This one is from Inglewood, Florida, and the name of the shop is called Cedar Valley Crafts. The next one is called Kay's Quilt Shop, and she's from Fort Myers, Florida, or in Fort Myers, Florida, sorry. The next one is Carla Klopp. It's Kits by Carla. The next one is called Flash Sew and Quilt. And this one was in Sarasota, Florida. The next one's called PJ's, and this shop was in North Fort Myers, Florida. The next one's called Quilters Haven and More, and this one is in Palmetto, Florida. The next one, you guys, this one's called Top Sewing Vacuum and Sewing. This place, we called them to tell them we were 7 minutes away. And according to the GPS, it said that we weren't going to make it till 1 minute after 5. And I called her and told her where we were, and she waited and let us in her shop. So I thought that was so nice of them to do that. So cute, Katie. What a keepsake of and memory. Sorry, I have to say bye. Okay, see you when you come back. You can watch the replay. I'm sorry if I didn't hear early, but how many blocks were you? I collected 45 because I went to 45 shops. The next one is called White Daisy Quilt Shop, and this one was in Punta Gorda, Florida. The next one is called Alma Sue's Quilts, and this one was in Sarasota. The next one is from the Modern Sewist. This shop was really cool also. So you can notice that this region was a lot of quilt shops. This one's called Crafty Quilters, and it was in Sebring, Florida. There was 2 shops in Sebring that we visited. So this was one of them. The next one is called Meg's Quilt Cottage, which was also in Sebring. I wouldn't be able to I didn't buy, hey, I didn't, my husband was very proud of me because I was very frugal on how much money I spent while doing all this. I mean, we spent enough on fuel and everything else. So I didn't buy a lot. What you'll see is all that I bought out of 45 stores. This one's called Cotton Patch Quilt Shop, and this one is in University Park, Florida. No, these are not stickers. These are fabric blocks. That was Cotton Patch. Okay, so that was Cotton Patch. And one of the shops that gave a gift was the Flash shop. And so from that shop, we got this cute little thing in wax paper. And it was a pattern called Duet. And this little fat eighth came with it. You are seeing light through it because it's not that big. Okay, hang on a second while I get this back in the bag because I don't want to misplace anything. And we're going to put all of these back in the Ziploc bag. So, because like I said, I'm currently keeping them in regions for now until I decide how I'm going to set up the quilt. Okay. The next one we're going to do is Florida North Central. This one has quite a bit in it also. What do y'all think about this, by the way? Any thoughts on this? I met a lot of nice people. I saw a lot of nice shops. There were some shops that, oh my God. One shop that we went to, and it might be in this one, the Florida North Central one, there was 5 or 6 shops that were in residential homes where they had added on to their house and made a big shop. So some places I was a little worried about getting shot because I was pulling up in their driveway. Come to find out their shop was part of their house. Okay, so the next shop is called So Many Things, and this is in Mount Dora, Florida. It was a lot of fun. My husband got to spend an entire day in a Corvette with my friend's husband, Bill, and they drove the Corvette and we drove her vehicle and we spent the whole day going to shops. And the guys didn't complain about any of it. So the next one is called Piece by Piece, and this one is from Mount Dora, Florida, also. The next one is the Sewing Studio Fabric Superstore. Oh my God. This, I don't know how many of you sewed way back when. You know, I was a sewer when I was a teenager. I made all of my clothes and stuff because of the church we were in. And so it was cheaper to make nice dresses and skirts because that's all I was allowed to wear as to versus paying $50 for one dress. I would go to the fabric store because they sold all kinds of fabric that you could make clothing from, and they sold patterns and everything you needed to make something to wear. This shop, this sewing studio shop, it was a full studio shop, meaning it had not just quilting stuff and sewing machines and things like that, but it also had every kind of fabric you can imagine that you would make clothing from, or wedding gowns from, or prom gowns, or rhinestone shirts that for a Western shirt. They had upholstery fabric. I mean, they had including fabrics for people. It was a complete full scale fabric shop. Anything you wanted to do, that's where you could go. So here's the block that they gave us, and they had two different shops in 2 different places. So this one was in Maitland, Florida. And this one was in Lady Lake. It has the same name, So Studio, and this one was in Lady Lake, and it was a pretty substantial shop too. Not as substantial as the one in Maitland was, but it was pretty big. Okay, the next one is called Quilted Twins. This place had 18,000 bolts of fabric. 800 bolts were batiks. It was wall to wall fabric there. So that's what this is, Quilted Twins. Okay. Next one is called Beyond the Stitches. And this was in Crystal River. The next one is called Quilters Anonymous. Now, this one was one of the residentials I mentioned. When you went to their place, they were a working farm. So when you pull up to the driveway, it has an open gate. It doesn't have a gate, that's what I'm saying, but it has cattle grades that go across the driveway, and cattle will not walk across those grades, those pipe things, and neither will horses. So when you pull in, you follow the drive, and there's signs that you follow going up to their house. and there's horses and cows on both sides, or they might even be standing in the middle of the road while you're trying to go up. But I she told me that their farm is a working farm, and so they're doing their working farm and their fabric shop right there on the property. So this is their block. This is in Clearmont, and it's called Quilters Anonymous. Okay, the next one is called, this is a really new shop. She's only about a year old, called Black Dog Quilt Shop, and she's also in Clearmont. Hi, Sylvia. Hello, Bobby. Hello, Terry. Hello, so Terry. Hello to anyone I missed. Okay, so the next one is called The Busy Bobbins, and this one's in Chiefland, Florida. And her shop was so nice, and she was so kind. And I mean, I really met a really lot of nice people. I mean, out of all the shops, I'd say only one wasn't as friendly as everybody else was. The next one is called Nana's Quilt Shop, and that one is in Brooksville, Florida. Okay. The next one's called Bold Notion Quilting. I'll show you this one. And then the quilt shop from Chiefland called Busy Bobbins. We got a little gift from them, and it was a pattern. Let me show it to you. This is what the pattern looked like. And it came with a Tula pink back quarter. And I'll show it to you. Okay, so that was all for that region. And now I have shown you all 4 regions of blocks. So there was 45 plus the 10-inch one. So that's 46. I haven't decided exactly how the setup will be, but definitely all of them will have sashing, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to make the sashing from. There'll be 2 different colors for the sashing of each block. So let me get these all put back in the plastic bag so I don't mix them up. And I got business cards from most of these shops so that when I put their video up, I could notify them via email, and they would be able to go see the video of their shop that's been put online. One of the shops gave a gift of a pattern, and this one is the setup that you can take. The very center blocks are the blocks given from the shop. So this is a free pattern they gave us, and you can set your quilt up to do it like that if you want to with the blocks. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I found this fabric at the shop called Art Fabric Shop in Lake City, Florida, which is where I will be going back down to again. And she had some really beautiful fabric, and I'm going to use this color as one color of sashing for every other block. And I'm going to use this other color as the opposite. So and then I will when I go, I'm going to buy some more of this fabric because I don't think I'll have enough to do all 46 blocks. So I'm going to, when I get back to Lake City, I'll go ahead and go over there and pick up some more. But I'm also going to look for a darker, maybe a darker blender and a lighter blender so that I can rotate that color as well. So this is part of what I bought from the shop in Lake City. Okay, now I'm going to show you I'll show you some free gifts along with some stuff I bought. So I did not buy anything at every shop. There was no way even if I've spent $10, that would have been $450 if I'd have spent $10 at all 45 shops. That's just not possible. So I was frugal and behaved myself. Okay, so here's a freebie that came from Friends or Like Fabric. This one came from Meg's Quilt Shop. as a gift. So it's just a little bit, let me pull it up a little bit where you can have a peek at it. So that was a gift. I got a couple stickers from a couple places. This one was from the sewing studio. I won this from spinning a little wheel. And then this says, today is the day to learn something new. I don't know if you can even see that. It's so dark. So that was in there. All right. And then we got several pins like this from different places. And this came from the fabric store in Chiefland as a gift. And the other one has bicycles on it. Wait a minute, let me open it all the way up so you can see it. Yeah. So that was another gift. I had a good time. I really did. I mean, the driving, there was a couple times where we were on the road more than an hour just to get to one place, but it 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 worked out fine. I mean, I think we did good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some stuff I bought. And these three, well, there's two of these I bought. And then one I already had it, I bought it, but a long time ago. But this is going to be a gift for a friend because she loves dragonflies. And I found two different shops with some dragonfly fabric in it. This is the first one. I got that one. And then I found this one at a different shop. And this particular one, I think it was this one, doesn't even have a this has been around a long time, apparently. And they're still making it. Okay, so and then I had one in a box that was shipped to my daughter's house. And I was going through the box and I found some more. So all three of these dragonflies are going to go to a friend who loves dragonflies. I'm going to be mailing it before I leave the country. So got those. These were more freebies. So this one is a pattern. Let me show you what it looks like. Came with little pieces of fabric. Or no, this might be like a yeah. It came with these small pieces of fabric. There's 3 pieces. And this one. Okay. And the pattern is a 6-inch sawtooth block. And it's supposed to make that with it. So that was another gift. Okay. And that came, let's see if this one came from Cut Up and Sew. Okay. And then there was 2 free patterns. This one's called Sand Julian. So the pattern looks like that. I don't know if you can see that or not. And then the other one was called Myra, either Mira Costa or Myra. I don't know which one, but it's this one. So those are freebies. Then I got this cute little kit from Cinnamon's in Jacksonville. But it's a little kit and it has everything to make the little pattern. Buttons, the whole 9 yards, fabric, everything. So this was a little kit I actually bought. It was a $10 kit. And then This was another freebie from Cut Up and Sew. Okay. Then I bought a yard of this. And this fabric is by, hang on, I'll tell you who it's by. It's Moda Fabrics and it's called Serendipity. That's the name of it. So this was the pink. I already have some of this at home, but not this color. And then there was another one. Wait a minute. Okay, that must have been the only one I bought. And then at a different shop, I picked up a couple of batiks. So this is one of them. Yeah. Come in. Okay, so that was that one. Come in. This is the next one. Oh, it's the cat wanting in. So these are by the same fabric line, as you can see, just two different colors. So these are batiks. Okay, the next batik I picked up, because I've never seen one this color before. Look at this. I mean, the lighting in here don't even do it justice on the camera. And then I bought this one, the red. So these were stretched out between different shops. I bought like a yard here, a yard there. The only one that I bought more than 1 yard of is I bought 2 yards of this purple. I tell you, I wish I was rich because there was several shops where they had more than 50 different things of batiks. I mean, it was crazy. This one shop, it had an entire wall that was full of batiks. And the more I looked at it, I wanted so many, but I couldn't. I had to behave. So I picked, what I thought that I knew I didn't have at home, to add to my stash because I'm trying to get 100 colors gathered up for making a quilt. And, the next time I come, maybe I can buy some more at different places. Who knows? So this, I have one more bag of stuff and you'll see what I mean. I was really, really, really frugal and I tried really hard not to spend a ton of money because, I got to bring all this stuff back home with me as well. Okay, so here's some more batiks that I got. So I may have bought a total of maybe 10 yards of fabric altogether, but they were all like either 1 yard pieces or half-yard pieces. I bought 2.5 yards of the dragonfly stuff combined, not each one, to give as a gift because I really wanted her to have it. Okay, so here's this one. This is a batik. But one of the shops that we went to, they had a room that was probably maybe a 10 by 10 room. And in that 10 by 10 room, half of it, and I'm not joshing you guys, I have it on video. So when the video goes up, you'll see what I'm talking about. Half the room was tulip pink, and there must have been at least 7 lines of her stuff. On the other half, it was however many lines of K facet. I have never seen so much K facet and Tula pink in one place. Then there was another shop that had an entire wall that was Tula pink. It was crazy. This is another boutique. Okay. So one of this bag was a gift, and it came with a pen inside of it, which I've already showed you. But it also came with um fabric. So there was this fabric piece. This was in the bag. This one. And this one. That was all in that bag, along with the thing that was talking about 74 stores, 100 prizes, free gift at every store. Almost, yeah. So that was in a bag. Okay. What are y'all thinking about all this so far? While I'm showing you more stuff. Okay, that's not part of it. No. I got this at where did I get this one from? I don't remember which shop I bought this from, but she had little packages or these are not little packages actually. It's pretty good size. It's substantial of different colors of buttons. And I bought these bright happy ones to take home with me to put in my button jar. I know there's a glare, but it's just lots of different bright colored buttons. Lots of them. Let's see how many buttons is in this. Does it say? No, actually it doesn't tell me how many buttons is in this, but there's a lot of buttons in there. Um, I got this came, I believe this was also a gift. This has different stuff on it. It's Seafarer Trading Company. Rag rug knotting is a tradition from the past that was both fun and easy to do. And there's directions on how to do the rag quilt. I mean, rug. These are the instructions on how to do it. And it came with these pieces of fabric in it. So there's this one. Wow, the camera doesn't like that one. And this strip of fabric and the red. So that came in that. One of the shops we visited was ran by Mennonites, and the women were in their hand quilting quilts. The next one, this shop was in at a shop called Inspire, and this is Boutiques. And she had a posting at the front door that says, if you can find this doll with a strawberry, you can get a free fat quarter from any fat quarter in the store. And you know, and Nikolai was helping me, you know, too. And so we ended up with two free fat quarters. So what I ended up doing is I bought I told him I wanted two out of this. And I decided, well, instead of breaking this apart, I'll just go ahead and pay the difference on what's left in it. And plus you got 20% off on top of that. So this is fat quarters, and this is the first one. This is the second one right here. third one. And then there's this color one right here, that one. And then there's the blue on this side. So it came with, so at this is 5 fat quarters, and I got 2 of them for free. That's what was cool about that. Thank you. And then the only other thing I spent any money, well, yeah. So I bought this. This is a pattern that they had created for the book that I showed you with the map and everything in it. This is a pattern to make that book to put that and your blocks in if you want to. And then this was a freebie as well, and it's called the Peacekeeper. And this is a pattern to make this Peacekeeper bag. That's what it looks like. And it also came with a ruler that says Crafty Quilters on it. All right, now, you've already seen. Oops. All right, now here's the fun part. So I picked up a yard of this Blue Star fabric. It looks black, but it's not black. And then I bought 3 panels. So total yardage, I bought 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 yards of fabric for that whole time I was doing all this. Okay. But they were spread out. And then I bought 3 panels. So I'm going to show you the panels. So I'm going to have to back up. One of them's this polar bear panel. There's this one. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Tracy. Hi, whoever else came in. So this was the polar bear panel. And then I picked up wait till you guys see this. This is so cool. This is yardage actually. So it's exactly 1 yard. And then there's exactly 1 yard of this one. Okay. So that is all of my haul from going to 45 shops. Y'all got any questions you want to ask me? Any questions, guys? I love the horses too. I think they're pretty darn beautiful. I need to log my other phone off. Okay. Hi, Mona. So this was everything as, as far as the whole, I have some odds and ends of things and I'll probably put them in my quilt con when I get my quilt con set up to do it because I'm still editing pictures. Did I have a favorite shop? Let me think. Out of all the shops, I think the one I liked the most is the one in Lake City. But I also really loved all the rest of them. And we had a really good time just getting out and road tripping. I have never done that. So there was several places in Florida that I had never been to, even though I was spent from 1967 to 2011 living in Florida. There were several places I had never been. There's the replay, Sandra. It's all good. But yeah, I think I Lake City shops are probably one of the favorite, and then there's a couple down south that I really loved a lot. Oh, you asked about the quilt on the long arm. Oh, wait. Let me put my phone back on. Can you see the other camera now? Do you see two or one? Tell me what you see. Two pictures or one? Come on in. Did anyone go get the pizza? It's been sitting there for 30 minutes.
Go fuck them on the
Only one. Okay, let me figure out how to do this. Let me